This is an experience, this is a process of self-discovery. You know, there really is no, as many people would like to have, you know, a certain way of parenting. There's lots of camps and ways to do things, ways to conceive a baby, ways to, you know, father and mother a baby. There's many camps that have lots of good information. But this little section is about relying on those things and at the same time not relying on those things wholly. You want to make sure that you're always grounded in what you're looking for in the experience. Why you're in this position. Why are you creating this new life? And when you think about, you know, the experience of having a baby these days, many of us live in large modern cities like this where we've got many other activities going on, and we might not have as much time to devote to our new addition like we may have long ago, when we literally lived in villages and new mothers could essentially stop doing everything for a period of a month, 2 months, 3 months. That's a little bit seen a little bit less these days. In fact, in Chinese medicine, there's a concept called sitting moon, which basically means the new mother sits out, does absolutely nothing while everyone does everything for her for a period of about 100 days. And then there's a party where the mother comes out and you basically celebrate the 100 days that the baby's been around. These days, we're juggling a little bit more, and that's totally fine. We're having very successful families, successful children, and the after effect of this is asking for help. Some people are better at doing this than others, but when you're in that very new role, in that very vulnerable and weak, often weakened state, it can be very hard to be proactive in asking for help. Asking for help from potentially our partner, from our employers, from our communities, from our friends and family. And what kind of help are we asking for? Everything. Bring me food, wash my clothes, do everything I don't want to do because you're recuperating. Same for the husband or partner. There's an incredible amount that the partner goes through as well. Very different, of course. But the whole familial unit really needs support. And so I encourage that partnership or that single parent, if they're doing it alone, to constantly ask for help over and over and over again. Because you might, for some of the new mothers that I've talked to who might come here from a different country and have different cultural backgrounds, they might not be used to that very simple task of asking for help, and it becomes quite an idea. But the more you do it, the easier it is, and the more your family will reap. As far as energetic benefits, allowing yourself to sleep. And like I mentioned, a lot of these, you know, books and websites and a lot of the resources we're actually going to share with you today will be some of that help. But I do strongly suggest you never divert from your innate desires as a parent to do things a certain way. Basically, you want to refine your natural approach. You want to supplement with information. You want to try not to let, you know, this one particular way of doing things completely replace your activity as a mother or father. So using all this information in lectures like this, in books readily available to you on the internet and suggested to you by your friends or Oprah. You know, always stay centered with what you want and use all these resources as an addendum. But then again, you know, babies have constipation, mothers have postpartum, you know, emotional issues, so do fathers. There's all these specifics that come along. You know, you're in your groove, you're home from the hospital, or maybe you're even preparing to conceive. Maybe there's some conception issues, and you found you're running into a very specific issue, like you know, having to work with a reproductive endocrinologist. So you go online and you do some research. So you know, do research for those very specifics, but you want to be careful as much information as you take on, because that can be an anxiety-creating process as well. So do work with yourselves, most importantly, and your partners and your family and friends and health professionals to balance out this whole process so you don't get too locked into a way of being and then something changes and you freak out a little bit. We want this to be as much an enjoyable process for you as it is for many people. I mean, I went through just as many challenges as all my new parent friends, and it's an incredible learning experience. And I wish you all the luck in finding and sifting through this information.